Hey, it's Erik, and it's time for our video chat. We're just going to jump right into our questions. Actually, the first question we took this week is from Don in Plymouth, who writes in, Dear Congressman Paulson, I'm writing regarding identity theft and senior citizens. Government documents, bank statements, and credit card statements sent through the mail can include social security numbers. This is simply a waste. Including social security numbers on these documents unnecessarily exposes senior citizens to the possibility of having their identity stolen. Please do anything you can to stop this practice. Sincerely, Don. Don, actually, thanks for sharing those concerns. About 18 million Americans every year are the victims of identity theft, and those numbers are rising each and every year. And as many folks know, Social Security numbers are the primary way of accessing fraudulent credit card applications, tax claims, as well as fraudulent medical services. And there are some common sense things that we can do, such as limiting government agencies from printing Social Security numbers on mailed documents that come from the government to your home mailbox. We've taken action in Congress to do those things. It's a common sense way to making sure that Social Security numbers will not be available for use for identity theft. Next up is an email that comes in from Brad in Maple Grove. And Brad writes in saying, Dear Representative Paulson, I am writing to urge you to exercise your oversight role of the VA to ensure full implementation of the Clay Hunt Suicide Prevention for American Veterans, the SAVE Act, to reduce military and veteran suicides and improve access to quality mental health care. On the heels of signing into this law last year, the need for swift implementation to provide immediate aid to veterans has never been more critical. This important piece of legislation will help save lives, but still more needs to be done to protect our veterans. Thanks for your work, Brad. Actually, Brad, thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. I was a co-sponsor of that bill. I was invited to the White House for the bill signing. Very important. Unfortunately, a report that just came out just this summer from the VA still tragically says that about 20 veterans a day are committing suicide. Far too many. Attention needs to be made. And there are some common sense things we can do to address the situation. One action that was just taken last week actually was we passed legislation in Congress that requires the Veterans Hotline that's 24/7 available to always be accessed by a live person. No answering machines. The other initiative that I'm co-sponsoring will make sure that veterans who are seeking mental health care cannot be turned away from the VA if there's not a bed available at the VA hospital. The VA will be required to send that person to a local mental health facility for access and treatment. It's something our veterans deserve and expect to have as a part of their service to our country. I want to thank everyone for joining in the conversation this week. Continue to reach out anytime at paulson.house.gov or, of course, on Instagram, on Facebook, or on Twitter. Have a great weekend and a great week.